everybody. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alex. If you're new to my channel, if you've been here before, you know I cover a lot of different types of topics. If you are new here, though, I would appreciate you hitting the subscribe button as I continue to try to grow my channel here. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about today was just the world's obviously crazy right now. My wife sent me this video of she's like, it was the guy who was in the Cybertruck bomb, and
it's a reality show that pits teams of elite soldiers from around the world against each other.
Matt and Tim from the U.S. Army Special Forces, better known as the Green Berets.
Showing me the clip, and it was Tim Kelly in the background, and it was Tim Kennedy. Just insane how connected all these people are. And, you know, I think a lot of people right now are not really knowing what to make of anything. And the reason it's really important for just like all the other things I've been talking about recently is crypto. You know, a lot of crypto people will talk about a black swan event could really change things. And just thinking about what all the conspiracy theorists are saying right now. And if you haven't watched, I would highly recommend going to watch the Shawn Ryan Show and listen to, I forget her name already, but listen, there's a 6-minute clip in there. There's her full podcast with Shawn Ryan. It's really crazy, honestly. I just, you got to watch it for yourself to make your own opinion on it. But it's something I think everybody should watch, and kind of it's all putting itself together in a way, it seems like, if you really just think about all the drones and how the drones are even connected to this Matthew guy. In his letter to that the other guy, Shawn Ryan, had a podcast with, but he pretty much broke down that he was saying they're UAPs and they're from China, and they have a lot of capabilities to do things very quickly because of the propulsion systems. And my wife asked, what's a propulsion system? So you know how a plane, it just, you can turn, it takes those big long glides. Propulsion will just be just like a flying saucer. So that obviously you can do a lot of damage with that very quickly if you have those capabilities. And from what I know, I mean, I kind of didn't pay even close attention to it when it was happening. No one really got a close look at one of them, right? So that would suggest that it really is a propulsion system. And the capabilities of that, I think a lot of people in the UFO world, or if you've watched any of the Joe Rogan podcasts, Danny Jones podcasts, people will get into this and explain what a propulsion system is and why a UFO, the hypothetical thought of a UFO, would be so dramatic for the world for a lot of different reasons, whether it's just even down to something as simple as shipping product. You know, in this case, I saw another guy, I think he was a drone manufacturer, like a military drone manufacturer, and he was saying he thinks they're doing sniffing. The drones are sniffing out dirty bombs. So that was his guess, and that's what I was kind of stuck on for a while, with what are all those drones people are seeing. Like, it makes sense. You got to go do practice runs, right, to see how the technology works. But if you think like what that guy's saying, it's a practice run for China, maybe practice run for someone who is planning an attack on America, whatever the case may be. If you go to the email that he did send to Shawn Ryan, I'll put it up on the screen. If you haven't seen it yet, just pause the video and read through what he has to say. And go, I forgot, I wish I could remember his name, Shoemaker, Shoemate, something. he goes in to explain in a lot more depth as to the correspondence with this guy, and his last text with the guy is literally suggesting like he needs to get on the news and be a whistleblower, and then he winds up dead. You know, I covered a case a while ago about Isaac Cappy. If anyone is familiar with who Isaac Cappy is, he would say, he was pretty much saying the same things in a way, not like this, but like with military stuff. But he was saying he's not going to kill himself. He would never kill himself. He was trying to blow the whistle on pedophilia in Hollywood. That's who Isaac Cappy was. A lot of people said he was crazy. Idea why I keep yawning here. When I was a kid, I used to, before I had to read in front of class, I would yawn nonstop. So maybe because I'm reading information, it makes me a little nervous. That's why I'm yawning. But anyways, with all these things, if they all can look very different, if you just get the one piece of information, take it in and be like, oh yeah, that's weird. But when all these things start connecting, it's just insulting to us in a way where it's like they think we're that stupid, you know. And I think we are getting to the boiling point where something bad is gonna happen. I'm not trying to scare people or say anything crazy, but you know, having children, you do want the world to be a safe place. You do not want there to be issues like this. And when it seems like something so nefarious is going on, especially with Donald Trump being very close to inauguration, think of the New Orleans attack. You think of October 7th when Hamas went into Israel and they conducted an orchestrated, well-planned attack to kill many, many people. Not getting into that, I'm just saying that is something that happened. An attack happened on the 7th. Many outlets say, you know, practice run. So if you think the drones, a practice run. Okay. New Orleans, a practice run. Okay. You have a guy that was in the military. From what I understand, too, the guy in the New Orleans attack went to the same base as Matthew Berg, or whatever his name is. He changed his name in that show, but Livelsberger or something like Livelsberger. It's just crazy how all these things are connected. You can't even keep track of it. Like, it's hard even talking about it, making the video, because I have all these things here where you have to go from one outlet to another outlet. So we're really not getting all the news all at once. We just get fed these little pieces of it. But the internet's so advanced now, it's just, how can we not see this is all connected? So I'm curious what people are thinking. I would love to hear your comments, what you think some of these things might be. It's just that guy, that Green Beret that was dead in the Cybertruck that blew up. Everyone says he would never have done that. Isaac Cappy, when he died, everyone who knew him said he wouldn't have done that. Things like this aren't, I mean, we live in a movie. It seems like a movie script, but it's pretty mind-boggling. That's why I just want to kind of hop on here, because crypto had a nice pump today beyond all that. And, you know, I just keep thinking, it's like, how could it be this easy for everyone to get so rich? Are they really going to let everyone get so rich? I saw this other video today, too, where, not to just go all over the place here, but it is something I wanted to bring up. Some country dude looked like he was sitting in a basement. He starts talking about the Cybertruck, and I didn't think of this, but he said, you know, they probably killed that guy and set up the navigation to go park itself in front of the Trump Tower. So, like, obviously we don't know, but you would think the Cybertruck, the cameras all around the area, there's got to be something that shows where that truck was been, whether it was the tracking system in it. So I think, you know, just putting myself in the position, if I was someone at Tesla, I would be like, okay, let's get the tracking on it. Okay, boom, 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 boom. We have all the places. Let's go get the CCTV. Boom, 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 boom. We have it all. How long could that possibly take, you know, especially for something this serious? It just seems like we're heading to somewhere very ugly. And when I do just pay attention to crypto and I see a big pump, I do get excited, but I do get pulled back because it's just, how could it be this easy? How could it be so easy that all these things are going to go up just like the way it's supposed to? Every crypto influencer and their grandma is saying it should, you know, so why would it not? I don't know. I wasn't sure if Trump was going to get elected. He did. I thought he was going to win and beat Biden. He didn't. I think it's just such a flip of a coin right now, and the information's there, but they don't want us to have it for whatever reason, you know. And when you just factor in China, the Ukraine and Russian war, and just everything going on, all the UK stuff, I'm seeing just this huge issue in the UK right now with cultures clashing. I just felt obliged to make this, and I'm sure there's tons of other content out there right now covering it, but all these things adding up, like, dude, that's Tim Kennedy, dude, with the guy that just killed himself and blew himself up in front of Trump Tower. These are Green Berets. This is like the cream of the crop, you know. And, you know, Tim Kennedy recently been getting dragged through for stolen valor, you know. He's been in the news lately. Just pretty wild stuff. So I hope nothing horrible is going to happen, but I think people should stop giving everybody and just so much benefit of the doubt, because we just keep getting proven time and time again. It's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. With my other job, people would say, oh, Trump's getting elected, it's going to be fine, but they forget about the 35 plus trillion of debt. It's basically kicking a can down the road because Trump's not going to be here forever. What happens in 4 years when there's a new election and it goes 180 degrees the other way? It's never going to end. So you think everything's getting to the boiling point here, and it might be, but highly recommend go watch those Shawn Ryan episodes. Oh, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Shawn Ryan, the guy who is like the biggest podcast in the world now, orchestrated the conversations between those two people I talked about that have to do directly with Matthew Livesberger. Oh, sorry, I had a cough attack there. But as I was saying, Shawn Ryan, he put it publicly on his X that he's not going to be around because he's going into hiding with his family. So very serious stuff happening. As much as people say, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories have been right for 5 years now, okay? So it's not much of a conspiracy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of all these different things going on, what your theory might be. Are we good? Should we keep DCing into crypto?
Fly me to the